Your party goes to a gala at the King's Mansion. Give me a perception check. Yes. You go to a party at a friend's house. Roll perception. Ooh, this party sucks. But DM, I want to use the inspiration reward I got for watching that one episode of Distinctions for Life to re-roll this check. Woo!
Distinctions for Life, helping you get what you really want in life with small changes that make a big difference.
Welcome to Distinctions for Life, where I help you get what you really want in life with small changes that make a big difference. I'm your host, Ron Davis. If you would like more advice, visit my website at distinctionsforlife.tv. Where you put your focus dramatically affects how you feel. What you pay attention to creates your reality. Have you ever gone to a party or other event that you thought totally sucked? Then you found out that a friend was at the same event and thought it was great? What was the difference? A big part of it was probably where the two of you were focused. Were you by yourself, knew no one, and sat on the outside looking in? Was your friend with a group and in the middle of the fun? What you perceived affected what you thought about the whole experience. Don't believe me? Think about a movie. That is all a movie is. Creating an experience by focusing the viewer's attention visually and auditorily on the things that the director wants. That focusing doesn't just include making sure that you look at the right thing, but also making sure that you don't see the wrong thing. There are lots of scenes in a movie that end up in the editor's trash bin because they didn't quite give you the right experience. You need to become the director of your life experience. And a big way that you do that is to control where the camera is looking and what is going into your ears. Let's talk about the algorithmic spells that control your attention on the internet plane. If you decide to be the director of your life, you will find that you have lots of competition. Nowhere is that more true than on the ethereal plane of the internet. On the material plane, the law of physics have sway over what experiences you can have and how you can change your focus. But on the internet plane, things are different. The demigods of the internet plane have created windows called apps, and they present you reality as a stream. That stream may be Twitter or Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, but it is a stream of little bits of information in all kinds of formats running right into your head, one right after the other. That, in and of itself, might be okay. It's not much stranger than walking down a street in a major city. But the demigods crafted these streams to keep you in them. They created spells called algorithms which study you and make sure that you see more of the stuff that makes you stay. You may stay because there are lots of pictures of pretty girls in your feed, or cool food, or beautiful houses, or wonderfully decorated rooms. Or you might stick around because it makes you angry. The feed gives you more and more news that you have to pay attention to, or bad things will happen on the material plane. Pretty soon, you are mesmerized. And I use that term because we understand that experience, and it comes from the idea of a spell that takes over your attention. Don't think it happens to you? Install a program on your phone or computer that tracks how much time you spend in different apps. If you have an iPhone, it is already there, and it is called Screen Time. Then, before looking at it, estimate how long you spent on your favorite social network yesterday. Now, go look at the actual number. Were you right? Or did it seem like you were on just a few minutes and in reality it was hours? Leave a comment below. These mesmerizing spells don't just lock you into good stuff. They, like a movie director, don't show you things you don't want to see. Opinions that differ from your own. Sometimes the things you're not seeing are stuff you don't know you would like if you saw it. Social networks are horrible at showing you random things. It didn't used to be like this. In the past, you had newspapers and magazines, where you were exposed to all kinds of things that the editors thought were relevant. Sure, as you paged through those, you probably didn't read every article, but you were exposed to a lot of different topics. Even TV channels do that. They offer you stuff that you might not go looking for on your own. But algorithms don't do that. Your best hope is that they read your mind and pull out of your subconscious something new. Luckily, they can't read your mind, But they do compare you to other people who like the stuff you like, and sometimes that causes a surprise. But mostly, it doesn't. So what are you to do? It is time to learn the skill of focus. Avoiding distraction isn't easy in the modern world, either on the material plane or the internet plane. We are constantly bombarded with opportunities to change our focus. Everything from TV commercials to pop-up ads. And we seem to crave it. We want a constant stream of content, distraction, and shiny things. But if you want to level up and gain new powers, you're going to have to make a choice about where you put your focus. There are really two ways of doing this, and you should probably do both. The first is to eliminate distractions. It's time to go on a distraction diet, and the first step in any successful diet is to remove the things that you shouldn't be eating from your house. In a distraction purge, remove things that you know are distractions from your common areas of focus. Here's an example. Take all the social media apps off the front page of your phone. You thought I was going to tell you just to take them off your phone. Well, that would be good, but A, you'd be very resistant to that. And B, you might actually need to get on some of those platforms, especially YouTube, so that you can see all those great videos from Distinctions for Life. So hit that subscribe button below now. No, just move them off the front page. This is to stop you from defaulting to going to them when you pick up your phone. Maybe put your book reader on the front page or your health tracking app, something that would be of benefit to you. This will help you avoid some distractions, but it won't be enough to break the spell of distraction desire. For that, you are going to have to practice focus. Focus is a skill. And skills are perfected not by learning, but by doing them over and over again. Here are a few ways to practice focus. Meditation. I think this is the first thing we think of in the current age. Meditation has been around for centuries, but has had a comeback into everyone's attention over the last couple of decades, especially for higher achievers looking for improvement. If you've never done it before, the best way to start is probably to use an app like Headspace or Calm. Journaling. Journaling is another form of focus training. It makes you slow down your thinking enough to allow you to write. You have to construct sentences and paragraphs, which requires you to organize your thoughts and avoid distractions. Many people actually say that they can only really think when writing. I made a video on how to use journaling to solve problems. Silence. Silence is something that modern people are very uncomfortable with. In a truly quiet, or even just media and people-free space, we don't know what to do with ourselves. And our brain will often start making up sounds just to have something to feed on. Practice sitting in silence. Start small and work your way up. Flow. Flow is a heightened state of consciousness caused by a task that we become totally focused on. There are a lot of different tasks that can cause this, and you'll need to find yours. These tasks can't be too easy nor too hard. But when you do them, you are focused on them. For some, writing is like this, or cooking, or making things. A hobby I recently found to be a good focus generator was putting together puzzles. As you practice the skills of focus, your ability to perceive distractions will increase. Then you will gain the ability to ignore those distractions. This modifier can be increased as you are able to ignore bigger and bigger distractions, until one day you will be a level 10 ninja and ignore strikes with a stick. Okay, you probably don't need to go that far, but it is a thing. Question of the day: what is your focus skill level? Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching today. If you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. This channel is all about helping you get what you really want in life with small changes that make a big difference. Until next time, I'm Ron Davis. Your party goes to a gala at the King's Mansion. Give me a perception check. I forgot my dice. I can't do it for rolls if I don't have a die. No one's gonna believe that. I'm going to have to make. But if you want to. Dang it. Why am I getting mail from yesterday?